Hello everyone and welcome to an update on the ASRock Z790 socket repair that I am currently performing. I ran into a little bit of trouble, and that's because I did not properly understand the geography of the socket itself. So basically what I'm looking at is obviously it's a ball grid array, but what's going on a microscopic level is that the little areas, those little individual holes that you see, are basically like a little cup, I guess you could call it that, where the solder ball that's attached to the socket connector sits and then melts, and that's how it makes contact with all the underlying circuitry underneath. As you can see, there's two different shades. This one's a little more shiny, this one is more dull. That's because the dull area I've actually managed to properly clear out of solder, where all the other shiny part is still solder, is still like filled with solder. As you can see, this area right over here, there's kind of like a if it can focus, so there's a couple of like empty holes, and then everything else is kind of jumbled together. So that's okay. No damage has been done to the motherboard because there has been no power applied. Therefore, all the different electrical points, even though they're touching, they're not hurting each other, if that makes sense. And I found a reference for all the sorry, I found a reference for all the for the individual pins that I can potentially post into the description of this small short later today. But basically, until I can make the whole socket look like this, nice and dull, I won't be able to continue with the installation process of the connector itself. So I have a lot of work ahead of me still. Basically it's going to be very slow because I am going back to work starting tomorrow, and I will have very little time to kind of play around with it. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. I'm still working on it. It's still, it's a work in progress. I haven't caved in and sent it to the manufacturer, I promise. And the next video that I'm gonna talk to you guys in is gonna be once at least I have half of the socket cleaned up, so that we can see the difference between no solder and solder.